All right, good morning. Here at the house, got the trailer. Got my bathroom wall, plywood ready to go. Just kind of want to summarize what my goal is today. You won't be able to see the shower from this angle when I'm done. I'm gonna leave this side of the wall open because a lot of electrical wires are gonna be run through this wall coming down to my refrigerator and furnace and hot water, tankless hot water heater and the stove and everything. So I'm gonna leave that side of the wall open. I'm gonna go ahead and install my vent pipe through the roof. But I'm gonna go ahead and plywood the inside of the bathroom wall and finish around the top, on both sides. And then my other vent pipe, I'm gonna go ahead and drill through and run it on up through the ceiling. There's gonna be a TV mount on this wall because right here's the bed. And so I'm gonna beef up some blocking in there. I'm gonna put another blocking around my utility pipe that goes down to the bottom of the trailer and out the bottom. And that's for my tank monitoring wires and any other wires that I would like to ever run to the bottom of the trailer. I've got a point to do that at right there. There's also going to be one behind that wall in the utility room. Okay, so these these are the vents that I purchased that I'll be installing on top when I drill through my vent pipes. I've got two, so everything I've read, these seem to be the best going, and I'll videotape me installing those on the roof, so stay tuned. So those are the three things that I plan on getting done today. Finishing the inside of the bathroom walls, piping through my vent pipes for my black and gray tanks, and then we'll see what kind of time we have left after that. All right, talk to you soon. Okay, I've got my black water vent pipe through the ceiling. All right, it's got to get caulked up with some lap sealant. Which I've got sitting over here on top of the roof because I want it to warm up a little bit. It was pretty cold last night, so I just want it to be kind of warm when I go to use it. It'll just flow a little better. It's pretty warm on top of the trailer already. It's about, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, and that Florida sun is beating down, and there it is. Okay, I've got to this has to be screwed to this. You don't glue it in case you ever have to take it off, but I'll put some silicone around it and well, I probably won't put silicone. I'm gonna use the lap sealant around the where the pipe comes out of the roof, and then of course this goes on first, and when you lap sealant that right there, then you put some put some lap sealing around the edge here, and pretty healthy amount. And then you just stick that right down in there. I'm gonna put some more down through that side so that when I stick this in there, it will, well actually that'll already be in there, so I'll have to put it around there pretty good. And then, you know, a nice bead around there, around the whole perimeter. And that should be just fine. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and install my other one so that when I go up on the roof, just screw them in. I don't have to do it one time and put the lap sealant and everything. All right, I'll be back. That looks good. Okay, I had to run to Lowe's, and of course they didn't have one. So then I had to run down the street to Home Depot. I've got one of these. It's a 1.5 inch sanitary tee, but I'll be damned if I could find it anywhere. So I couldn't install my roof vent for my shower and sink, or I'm sorry, for my black water tank. I'm sorry, for my gray water tank, which is under here, because I needed to put this in first. So okay. See the tank down there, and now I've got to glue this in, and you can still see the tank down there. And then I have to put the sanitary tee in, and this will be my drain right there for my my vanity sink, which will be installed right there. And then the vent pipe goes through. I have to drill through there, and it'll come up, up, up. It's gonna go through that one, and then through the ceiling. Okay. All right, let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay. Got our drain water vent, gray water vent installed through the roof, and now just got to stick that up. It's going to get a union right there. All right. And Alright, and just like the other one, this one gets this, and then it gets this. Ha ha! Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Now all I have to do is screw them and glue them and put some lap sealant around them. I'm not going to do that right now though. That looks pretty doggone good. By the way, those get screwed on to the pipe in case you ever have to take them off. I guess they break or whatever. There's our air conditioner. And it does have the heat strip, by the way, so I'm going to have several different heat sources. That one there's not going to do much, but it's pretty cool. All right, see my vent down there in my utility room. I got one in the living room, and that's all ready to go for another air conditioner if this one doesn't do the trick for me. Um, okay. So you can see I've got one in my utility room. It's not too many RVs have a utility room. This is sort of my alternative to a to having a basement, but I'll be able to put shelves in here and do some stuff. Lawn chairs. Of course, my batteries will be in their case. All right, I'll be back. Finish my other tasks. Okay, got that vent pipe, which is the black pipe. Went ahead and put my brace in the wall. Just gives a little bit of something. I'll be putting some foam spray there, and down around here before I glue them up. I still haven't glued those up yet. I will be. And I'll put some spray foam in there, and then I'll put a bunch of lap sealant on both sides, and that'll keep it where I want it to be. All right, got this one in. Gotta do the same thing there. Glue it up. All right, I'll be back. All right, got my little tripod here. I'm gonna try this out. See if this works. I'll try to stay out of the way as much as possible. First thing I have to do is clean up my connections. That's what I do. Okay. One side, might as well do the other side while I got it right here. Alright. Set that there and let it dry. Go ahead and clean up all my connections there. And let's see if I can't get this down in there and clean that one out. Nope, not too well, so I'm not going to worry about that one right now. Alright. Put some glue on my pipe. And this one goes down in the hole. A nice twist or two. Alright. Feels pretty good. Good. And this is the drain pipe connection. You'll see that it has a little, like a downward spout. That's so that when the water goes in, it kind of follows that right there. And this will be the vent. So right now I'm just going to glue up the bottom part there. stick it on sideways, push it all the way down, and then give it a turn back to me so that it's facing there. Looks pretty doggone good. Now my vent pipe, I've got it in 2 pieces there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one right now. So, I don't know if my other leg is in the way. Good. Maybe a little taste more. Taste more. Get it good and wet. And I've got turn. That looks pretty doggone good. Alright. Not that this connection and the rest of them aren't important, but this one right here, you know, you definitely don't want that one leaking. Because you got some water coming out of the sink going down into that one, and of course you don't want that one down there in the floor leaking. They feel pretty doggone solid. Okay. And because I'm not in a super hurry, I'm gonna let that bottom one set up before I do the top. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this one right here. Find a clamp. Okay. As you guys can tell, I'm no videographer, but I'm trying. I'm just gonna stick that there. Hold. Just get that out of the way. Okay. Here I've got 2 fittings. Believe it or not, it's just a vent pipe, so. Alright. So, That's my my black water vent pipe, and I'm gonna be putting a coupling on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. Clean it up, then glue it up. Okay. There's that side. Go ahead and clean this up. All right. These couplings look good. Fittings. All right. This is my black water tank vent, and it obviously I'm cementing them together, so they're gonna be strong connections, but you don't want any sewer gases leaking around this and coming into your coach. So that's why I'm making sure that everything is good and glued. I'm gonna go ahead and glue on the coupling first. Just stick it down on there, give it a little turn, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put my length of pipe down there. Okay. And stick it down in there, and then give it a little turn. All right. This one right here, I'm going to glue on the coupling, push it down, give it a little turn, and then I'm gonna drop this back down into here just so it can kind of hold its shape. I want that glue to dry real good. I want that one and that one is set real good. This one's not glued in yet. I'll glue that as soon as wait a few minutes and let those catch up. I'll be putting some spray foam down around the bottom there, and I mean, these are pretty tight, but I may even put some silicone in there, and that's simply just to keep the pipe from banging around in the hole there and up at the top. Just one more thing, remember this is a traveling house, so all right, this one over here, I put my lid back on my stuff. All right, let me cut this video and get a couple steps further, and then I'll come back. Okay, I've marked on my pipe right there, and this is the front one. That's how far I want this to come, right there. So according to the instructions, you drill 3 holes, 3 30-seconds, and you attach that. All right, let me do that and I'll be right back. That's gotta come off of there. did fucking turn it off. Okay. What a good day. What a good day. I've got my black water tank all glued up. Got my vent on the roof. Same thing with my gray tank. All glued up through the roof. And some of the lap sealing is starting to, you know, come down onto the pipe there. That lap sealing on the tube there was unavoidable. When I had it stuck up, when I was gluing on or screwing on the caps, the vent caps, I went ahead and put some around it and then pushed it down in the hole, and that brought some of it with it. You can see it there, and you can see it there. But I'll put more up there as soon as this dries and sets up. I don't want to move it right now. Not sure how long it takes to set up. But looking at it from the roof, it's self-leveling, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that harden up or set up real good, and then I'm gonna fill that whole plastic cap right down to the aluminum and seal that whole thing up. Same thing with that one over there. Once that sets up, then I'll put more on top of that and let it do its thing. All right, I'll be back. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one, call this one part 1, and then I'll create another one because I think this one's getting pretty long. It's still relatively early in the day, and I wanted to get those vent pipes in, get them through the roof. You know, before I stuck the plywood on, it's just so much easier because I have access to both sides. And so now that I've got that in, there's nothing to stop me from, I want to do, oh, I think I'm zoomed in, there we go. I want to do that inside wall and, you know, the tops of the shower enclosure. So let me stop this and then I'll make that another video or a part 2. All right, I'll be back.